Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott, and today we're going to be getting our geek on. We're going to be talking about Rubik's Cubes, and maybe some family trees, and also about playing chess. So I'm thinking about making 3 layouts. We'll see how far I get. But I did conquer the Rubik's Cube over the summer. And I have some pictures. They're not great. So I printed them on my home printer, and so I'm thinking about making a page about those. They're not, they're a little pixely, and then my printer ran out of ink. So they're a little wonky in the colors, but I still kind of like to use them. So that's one page, is maybe about the Rubik's Cube. But I'm going to put that aside for just a sec. So just put my Rubik's Cube aside. And then another page is going to be about playing chess. So, and I've been playing chess since I was a kid. And my kids now play it and really enjoy it a lot. And are even on the chess team. And then the other one that I was going to make was going to be about Comic-Con. And possibly the other geeky pursuit is family trees, and my daughter had this assignment to do our family tree in Spanish, and I was like, oh, and I took 8 years of Spanish, so like Spanish combined with the family tree thing, yeah, that's like 2 forms of geekiness. So, but I wanted to get started on the chess layout, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to cut some things out on the silhouette? So I took there's like a chess board game, and I took that, and it's right here, and then I like flipped it over mirror so that the 2 horses, the knights, are like looking at each other. So let's just, and then I thought I could play with that, like kind of as a photo mat for the, so I've got this little thingy do, chessboard. And then here's another one. So I could use these for a photo mat. You know, if I took another piece and just use those, that could be a way to then like have those be kind of somewhere in the middle and build the page that way, which is a possibility. I'm not really sure yet. Or, yeah, I probably have to do it that way. I could, if I did my clever little thing of, putting these onto like another, so I have this trick. Let me just show you what it is. So I'm going to take off the background, okay? And then I'm going to leave all these pieces and all those squares just where they are, okay? And then, what I actually wanted to do too is use this hot pink color, which is kind of the same color as I'm wearing in this sweater. I wear that color a lot. It just looks good on me. But to take that and make a big, huge chess piece, and I have a different silhouette cut file for that. But let me show you the little trick of putting, so if I do it this way, I need to commit to what the background is going to be. Or sort of, yeah, I need to do that. So I was thinking, these are my photos. So I could maybe use like, there's a lot of green in these pictures, so I could use green. I could just use blue. I could also use a wood grain since we're sitting there at a picnic table. And I kind of like that idea. This is one wood grain. I think if I use the chevron, it's going to be too much. The dots on the other side, I think that's a glitz paper. I really like it, but I haven't found a use for it yet. I need to find a use for it. Let me look at my other wood grains. Okay, here's a real simple one. It's just basic. And, you know, I have that problem where I want to use the other side of it, but then I never do. Oh, so frustrating. Why? I don't know. I don't know what my hang-up there is. I should get over that, huh? I probably won't. So let's just, I'm just looking at my paper. I know you can't see me. So I'm looking for another wood grain, and the only other one I really have is this. And that looks more like a floor than a picnic table. And this actually, I think, looks too nice to be picnic table. Actually, this isn't bad. Yeah, that could work. So let's try that. So I think this is a Maggie Holmes paper. And so I'm going to just cut off that little border thingy do. So, ta-da. And I think that'll work for the background. But what I'm going to do is put tape or glue, probably tape, on each little piece. So this is going to take me like a little bit, but I'll talk to you. So I've gotten a few notes lately that, because I had been thinking about, well, maybe I should just speed up the videos, and maybe, they're too long and boring. And I've been getting a lot of notes that say, no, we like it long and boring. Keep it that way, please. So I was happy to hear that. Thank you. Because, yeah, and I think that's why, this is a little different than most of the process videos, and I think maybe that's the good thing. Yeah. So what can I tell you? Last week was horrendous. It was so bad. I think that everyone in my family, well, except my husband, but me and the 2 kids, I'm pretty sure all 3 of us cried. Yes, every single day last week. It was really, and one of the days, I was barely keeping it together, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be June Cleaver. I'm gonna make the dinner, and it's gonna be lovely, and everybody's gonna feel better. And then my husband and my son kind of got into it while I was making the dinner, and I was cooking, so I was like faced away from them. And then there was like this loud noise, and I didn't know what it was. And my son had just like banged his fist down on the counter because he was really, they were pretty. It was midterms week, and so it was really bad. But it shouldn't have been, because actually, he's doing pretty well. So it shouldn't have been as stressful as it was, but it was very stressful. But it's all okay. But anyway, so he bangs his fist down, and then it scared me. I didn't know what it was, and then I lost it. I just started crying. I couldn't stop crying for seriously 40 minutes. Yeah, I was just like, oh. And then on Friday night I had a migraine, and my husband noticed about every 3 or 4 months I'll get a really bad, and it's not, I don't even think it's that often, but maybe twice a year, I'll get a migraine that's so bad that I will seriously, I won't even know what to do with myself, and I'll go to sleep, and that will help. And then at some point I'll wake up, and when I wake up, I feel like every cell in my body is just in pain. It's just the worst. And I also feel like throwing up, and it's just it's the worst migraine ever. And so I'll get up, and I'll pace around the dining room going, I don't know what to do. And he's just this is not new. This is not surprising. We know what to do. You need to take some Excedrin and put an ice pack on, and then you're going to feel better. And so I did that, and anyways, that involved crying too. Yeah, I thought we'd making a scrapbook page about all that crying last week, but this weekend was good. And it's French braiding time. Yeah, it's time to French braid the hair. We went to a fun party today. All right, I'll pause, and I'll be back. Hey, scrapbookers, I'm back, and everybody's trying to get to sleep, and I'm still awake, and so I'm gonna be finishing this page, but I'll probably talk a little quieter. So when you were in here before, my daughter saw this, and I said, oh, she was like, that's really cool. But she said, you should put that on black paper because that would look a lot better. So I pulled out, well, I don't really have a lot of black paper, but I found a couple. And let's just see how that looks. I didn't find a full sheet though, so it's not quite a full sheet. It does look pretty cool, but I really kind of like the way, I like the wood grain too, so I'm a little conflicted. I thought maybe I would, yeah, I don't know what to do now. So if I use, and the other thing is these pictures are a little funny. Like, this is a place where I used to go when I was a kid, so I really do want to maintain like the whole scene, even though it doesn't look all that fabulous. But I'd like to see the page be something like the photo arrangement, like maybe just cover up the car there, but I don't even know. See, I'd almost like to leave the car because it's like it really, like, it shows the whole setting. So I don't know exactly how I want to set it up. I was thinking that I would cover some of this up, especially like the car and the girl that's like at the ice cream window, and maybe set them up like something like, oh, how did I have it? Something like this. Or maybe it was like that. It's not that impactful, is it? And then I thought maybe these would go kind of in back, you know, but then they don't really form the whole mat. So I don't know what to do. Let's just start playing. And so with these two, I think that I really kind of like the idea of leaving them blank and just having them be mats like that. But my daughter was like pretty impressed with, maybe we could make it black behind them. And then I have some of these nailed down, so I could just put them on the black, and then they show up really well. But I think they look hipper and trendier on the wood grain. So I don't know what to do. Let's do one of these on the, I don't know what to do. Alright, let's go with my initial thoughts. So, say the photos are going to go something in the middle like this. Then I want to have, if I'm not going to use these at all, so we'll just put those all the way to the side for now. I just taped up half of these. So half of them would kind of go on the bottom, and then half of them would go sort of on the top. So let's start with that. So I'm thinking, oops. Oh, I don't have a lot of fudge room here. Okay. I guess I do. So I think that's approximately where I want them. This is just a wooden stamp. And now when I pick these up, I should just get the bottom part of these down. Hopefully. Yep. Oh, I kind of like that. The only thing I don't love about this is when I made the cut, the other side of this paper is textured, and so we're not getting the textured side. But there's not a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be turning them over or anything like that. And so that will be, and then the other ones can kind of go like this. And then with the photos in the middle, you know what I could do though, is I could put those photos, like I could make these mats and kind of put the photos, put them over, you know, because I gotta fill up the whole page, because It's my natural inclination. So let's just see what that looks like. I'm going to get my sticky dots out. And so anyways, before the break, I was telling you, whoops, I'm going to get the other side, not that side. So I see that, so I don't think you can see that, but that has the nice texture. But my sister's, so this week should be a better week than last week. Like midterms are over, and so, you know, we know how the tests go, so we can prepare for next time. And my sister's coming, woohoo! And my boyfriend from high school got us tickets to see Tom Petty, and he got, like, you know, fancy seats for us, and he got us 4 tickets, like box seat tickets, and he's like, do you want 2 more? Do you need 6 tickets? Just like, I don't, like, I think he just has the 2 extra tickets and wants to give them to me, but I can't think of who else to bring. So it's going to be myself, my husband, my daughter, my sister. My son doesn't like loud. He's not really into Tom Petty, first of all. And my daughter is. And he doesn't like loud noises, so I don't think he would enjoy the concert at all. And my husband's now talking about, oh, let's get a limo, you know, to go to the concert. So we're looking forward to that. It should be a really fun week coming up, which will be really nice because, as I said, last week was like a doozy. Oh, you know, you just, sometimes you gotta wonder, like, how are we gonna get through this? Really, I have no idea. Sometimes I think, I don't know. I really don't. Okay, so let's try that. And so I'm just trying to play with the placement. If I do kind of, and my son has a cold too. And I think I'm kind of getting one, which will be bad, bad, bad. I do not need a cold. Okay, how do we like this? Do we like this? I don't even know. I'm not sure I do. I feel like I'm trying to include too much. Let's see. And I don't feel like those are very strong photos. What if we did, you know, what I never do, and just do like one photo, and maybe cut this so, or do it like this. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I'm undecided on that. Let's just look and see how it looks. If it was, oh, that looks kind of better, huh? That's okay, but this looks like, I feel like this kind of looks better. Alright, let's try this. So back to the sticky dots. There they are. So my sister lives out in Missouri, and my kids hadn't seen her since they were like really little. Like they had no idea who she was, and we just started like, she just started visiting again, like maybe last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago. And it wasn't like there wasn't any rift. Like my sister and I actually really like each other, but you know, she was raising her son, and now he's off to college, and so she's younger than me, but she started having kids before me. Well, she just had one, but she started before me, so her son is 18 and off to college, and so she's getting ready for some big life changes. She said she had a hard week last week too, because like she went to Massachusetts this past summer too, and she had a really fun time when she was out there. And she said when she came back, her son picked her up at the airport, and he had 2 kittens with him. So they already had 3 cats, and 2 of the 3 cats they already had were like, she didn't want to have 3 cats, but he was like, oh, I'll take them to college when I go to college, you know. And she was like, okay, fine. So she had 3 cats, and I kind of like that placement a little bit better, like this. Yeah, I like that. And then what I'm gonna do, so then what I'll do is I'll add these little guys like around her, like this. Oh, I think that will be very cute. Okay, that's the ticket then. So she has 5 cats, and she's divorced, but her ex-husband lives with her, and he has been for a couple years, and it worked out well because, you know, he could be there with the son, and they never really fought, so they get along very well. And the ex-husband is a really sweet guy. So she's got the ex-husband, 5 cats, her son, and then her son's friend moved in, and she's just like, I've just been such a crank because like it's time for everyone to go, and so everyone is going to go. I'm like, you know what's going to happen is everybody's going to go, and then you're going to be like, but nobody's here anymore. But I think she's going to have fun. She's going to have a good time with her new change in life. I hope she will. I think she will. It's going to go down like that. So I think I can get 2, maybe just 1. Okay, so this is going to be the little head trip here. Okay, let's just put this down. I might mat this photo, but I just want to kind of stick it down for placement right now. But yeah, so she hasn't visited for a long time because she's been busy, and now her life's about to get not so busy, and my life is still pretty busy, and it's so funny with the kids growing up because a lot of times I think like, well, what? I don't even do all that much, but oh, you know what? Let's get the texture on these. I'm not going to do this little placement thing. I'd rather have the texture showing because it's nice. Yeah, I like that better. I don't remember what my point was. Just that I'm very excited my sister's coming to visit. I really am. Can't wait. But yeah, she and I talked on the phone for a long time last night. So she went to the same part of Massachusetts this summer, but we didn't make it at the same time, and we were like, we should plan to get out there at the same time next time. Because like 3 different parts of our family went to Massachusetts, but when none of us went at the same time, it was really kind of silly. Oh my gosh, my son is just coughing his head off down there. Okay, so there's going to look about like that. I think I do. Maybe I should put this over just a little bit, so it's a little bit over that one, and that way I can fit another pawn on the other side of the horse. But I almost feel like telling the old boyfriend that got us the tickets, because he lives in Orlando now. We're from Maine, but he moved down here when I went to college down here, and so he's here again. But I feel like saying, well, why don't you come too? And we could, he's kind of like more like somebody I've just known for a really long time, Like high school is now very distant memory, It's been like our next reunion will be our 30th. Getting old, people. Really old. So sad. Like, I know the alternative isn't better, but wouldn't it be nice if we could just stay young? I think that would be pretty neat. So yeah, anyways, people have said they like all of my chatter. So I hope you do. Sometimes I feel like I just ramble on and I don't even know what I talked about at the end. So what else? I think I'm falling a little behind with my September Get It Scrapped story play project. I have to look at that. And if my sister's coming this week, I need to get on the stick and get some of that done so that, well, those don't look very well spaced out. I feel like I need to move them all over just a little bit, because this one is now, see how that one's a little bit in? Grr. I should have planned that out a little better. Oh well. Not the end of the world. So I'm going to lose the cuteness on the other side of this. Again, not the end of the world. So we went to this painting with a twist party today, and it was my daughter's one of her best friends, her little sister's party, but then, the older sister got to pick one friend, and she picked my daughter to come, and it was just so much fun. So it was a bunch of moms that I, from different class at school, so I didn't really know most of the moms, but there were so many girls and so many moms, and they were really nice, and it was, I had nice conversations, and the girl that did the party, I know her pretty well, and she's really cool, but she made these, she's like, so I went to Home Depot, and I bought, she bought all this wood, and then I got my jigsaw out, and I cut the wood to look like, I cut paper that looks like wood. she cuts actual wood, and she made it look like, you know, like painters' palettes, like artist palettes. And then she had like all the cupcakes that were all different painted colors on those palettes that she made, and it was just, she made these shortbread cookies that were so good. I mean, they were, and so they were like shaped like an artist palette, and then she had the icing, and then she had these mega M&Ms. Oh, they were so good. I mean, I don't usually get all that excited about party food, especially kid party food, but she's a good cook. Okay, so this one was a bit of a flop. I like it, but I don't think I'm gonna use that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Let's put it over here. Put it in my little bin over here. So here we go with these, and I'm liking the way this is looking. Oh, if I were to do it again, the wood grain should be going that way. I'm not doing this again. Nope, not happening. But yeah, that party was it was like the funnest kid party I've ever been to, seriously. It was really nice. So I'm thinking this would be fun to do on the bottom. Okay, so if I do that, I think what I'd like to do is not worry about that little trick that I call the keeping them in the right spaces. I'd rather have the texture go right side up. So I'm just going to try to be kind of precise with where I put them. Oh, everybody's coughing. Yeah, I put up on my Instagram feed all of the paintings that the girls were doing. It was really fun. So we were talking, like all the moms were talking about getting like a mom's group together to go do the painting. And I think that sounds like fun. I also think, like, you know, since the kids were born, you know, they're really the priority, and the friendship thing has definitely been on the back burner for me for a long time, and that's been fine, you know. I haven't minded, but I'm getting to where, like, going out with a girlfriend sounds like that might be fun. I maybe need to work that in. And I think the time will free up for me too, that will naturally happen as my kids grow up a little bit. But, and then sometimes, you know, like this past week, I feel like, oh, I don't have time for that. Alright, what am I doing? I did this wrong. Yeah, this should have gone, like, next to the black one, right? I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it, not move these around. But I kind of feel like I goofed on that. Oh well. That's what you get when you run your mouth and scrapbook at the same time. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. Just for the uploading of it. Scrapbookers, I'm back, and still need to be quiet. I think my son has a bad cold, so in the meantime, I cut this on my silhouette. So it says Nerdy Girls Rule, and the nerdy, like the E on the nerdy, didn't come out really great. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that. But what I want to use is this big chest piece. I was going to use it on this side, but I think it actually looks better over here. And then if I put it over here, it covers up that little car, which I don't need to be showing. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, okay. But I'm thinking this, I think I want to do a little something underneath there. Just a little photo mat. And I have this from a different project. Let's just see how this looks. Nope. See how it looks in white. No. Alright. Maybe I don't want a mat. I thought I did. I think I like it without the mat. Okay. So let's see. We're going to put that right about here. And let's see. Our lovely little sticky dots. I think I want to do it there. I don't know. See, I also have, I was thinking I was going to do it over on that side. I think this side actually looks better. Alright, let's put that down. Because I was going to put the title kind of underneath the photo. And I'm not sure that's going to work now. So I'm trying to be really quiet. I still want to talk to you. I don't think I need the little, an extra little pawn there. I don't think I need it. So I think that's going to go about like that. Yeah? Yeah, why not? Okay. And then I spelled out nerdy, but I think it's, yeah, it's not sticking together. I didn't merge it, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. Oh, it looks kind of cute though, over the photo. I like it more than I thought I would. Okay, so we're missing the E portion of that. I don't know, do you like that? I don't think you can really see it enough. It's kind of cute though. I'm having a hard time finding fonts that could spell out, oh, you know what might be cute? Is if I do the negative space of nerdy. Since these little letters I don't feel like are really working that well. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if that's going to work either. Because it feels a little too heavy. Yeah. So probably not. But this will work with the, that's pretty cute. It says girls roll. So I don't think that looks good. I kind of feel like I need a backing on that because there's not enough, there's not really enough contrast. I don't know, it just doesn't. So do we want 2 or 1? I think probably just 1. Yeah, I really was going to put that over here, and then this was going to go, I think it's too late. Yeah, that ship sailed. It could go down here. I don't know. Let's see if about putting something going across this way that, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a sec. Okay, so I'm back, and I pulled this off because I just wasn't liking the way it looked. So it was there. I'm thinking the placement is gonna go something like this, but I need something that's gonna be like a shelf going across, I think. So let's just pull those away for a sec. And I'm thinking, I have all of these like strips and stuff that are close by, like this kind of thing. Let's just build up a whole kind of series of those across, and then like these are cool too. I don't know. Let's find something a little nerdier, huh? I don't know if that really works, like in a way that's gonna be, maybe this doesn't go all the way over. I'm not sure that's the right piece. Oh. Let me keep looking here. Like measuring tape one that I like because it matches the color of the polka dots on her shirt, but I don't think it's really working completely, so let's keep trying. I like the idea of these butterflies and these chevrons, so let's see about that. Okay, I think this will work. I'm just going to tuck that a little bit under. And then let's do this one like, going over it. Underneath it. I'm not talking. I just heard my son kind of, I think he's finally stopped coughing. So I hope he's asleep. Oh, that doesn't work. What am I doing? I've been watching that reality show, the Joan Rivers. Oh, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna go all the way across. And her daughter made, and because she died. It's sad. I think she is a really cool lady. But I've been watching that, and it's pretty good actually. Surprised. Didn't have and I think they definitely made up little scenarios for the show, but it's kind of entertaining that way. So it's kind of more like a sitcom than a reality show, but it's funny. But I think some of it's real, like the daughter's boyfriend cheats on her and she finds out about that on the show. But it's good. I've been watching it on YouTube actually. I hope that's kosher. I hope that's okay. I think it is. I mean, I think it's okay to watch videos on YouTube. I think. I don't know for sure. Okay, I don't know if that works or not. Oh, who cares? Let's do it anyways. That doesn't work. Put that back on. Okay, so I'm really not sure about placement of this big embellishment. And I think that this little one needs a back. It needs something where it's going to have something to make it show through a little better. Maybe this like this. No. It could go. I'm going to go with that. Yes. Let's do it. And mainly because I want to go to bed. And I'd like to get this finished before I go. Just a teensy bit more. Oh, that doesn't need it. There we go. This does need it though. It's a little extra stick. Sorry, I'm not talking that much. I really don't want to wake anybody up. Almost there. And I'm almost thinking I might finish this tomorrow. Yeah, I might. Let me just see if I can get there. Well, I really like this Finley. I haven't used it. I should use it more. It's really look at how cute that is. That's pretty darn cute, actually. I like that a lot. So I'm not sure which side I like better. I kind of like the yellow side better. but I think it's a little overwhelming for this layout. So I think I'm going to go with this side. And I'm going to cut it so there's kind of a border around the banner. Okay, that page is not a lot of dots left. Here we go. So tomorrow in my son's class they're going to be putting Pluto on trial. You know, the planet Pluto, whether it should stay a planet or not. Isn't that funny? I hope that goes well. He's one of the witnesses. They have like a whole trial. The boys were given for Pluto and the girls were given against. And I've been listening to this podcast called, it's called, what is it called? It has a name. Okay, can you see that well enough? I don't know. I guess so. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward right here, isn't it? That's not working. So I'm thinking like, can we scooch this in? Or maybe the photo goes over this. So if the photo goes over, then that can kind of go underneath, and then the title can go here. Yes, let's do that. Okay. So now all the pink kind of ends up being all in one place on the page, but I'm okay with it. So the next question is, should we do hot pink title, or I've really been messing up this picture. It needs more. I almost feel like now the picture needs maybe a matte, and then maybe also some pop dots to kind of bring it up a little bit. Let's see if we can use how it would do on a black mat. Just because that was the first thing there. And then this could maybe come up just a little bit. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I have pop dots. Maybe, oh, there. What are these ones called? Scrapbook adhesives. So yeah, I listened to this history podcast about Pluto, and I kind of think Pluto should be a planet just for sentimental reasons, because I've always, you know, it was always a planet as I was growing up, and it was also the only planet discovered by an American, so it seems like a reason to keep it. But apparently it's really not all that, it's not really like the planet. So that's why I think it was demoted in 2006. Something like that. Okay, so here we are with the photo and the pop dot and the girls' rule underneath it. And I think instead of nerdy, I'm going to write smart. Because, you know, you got to be smart to play chess. And, well, I like to celebrate being a nerd. And I think it's totally acceptable. I'm not sure she's totally down with it. Like, I have a feeling it would depend on the day you asked her, you know. So she won't hate this layout. I'm going to write smart instead of nerdy. And I think she might like it better that way. Oh, my desk is a mess. It's a mess. It's a super duper mess. That's what happens. Okay. So I'm looking through my stickers, and I want to put the title kind of right over this part here. Oh, these are cute. I don't know where I'd put them, but they're cute. I don't think I want to use them on this one. I gotta use those soon too. Those are cute. So I think that I would like to use some glitter thickers, but I have blue, and I think I would like more of a teal color. Let's just leave those there for a second. Oh, I also have gold. No, I don't want to use the gold. I think I want to use teal. But I don't have any out. So I need to... I did double duty there. I straightened up a little bit. Well, at least on the left side. You can't see that, but it's getting a little cluttered. Which, it's still usable. So the clutter's okay as long as it's still working. But then when it stops working, that's the time to... You know, these letters might be cute too. Try those maybe. Oh, out of S's? Nope. I don't think they're going to have enough impact. No, they totally get lost in the black. You can't even see them. They would work well over white. So let me go into my thickers drawer. Nope. Yeah, these are the ones I had in mind. Well, I've used a lot of these. So I'm going to spell smart right here. And I think this is one where maybe I'll do the journaling right here, just a little bit, just to tell where we were. But it's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to scooch that in just a little bit better. Smart. We were in Massachusetts when I took this picture, and they would say it's smart, not smart. The R would be left off. You could just say smat, S-M-A-T, or S-M-H-T, smat. Okay, this needs to go over, I think, a little bit more. Just put it down a little too so you can see those chest pieces just a tiny bit better. Ta-da. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired. Somebody said, "Oh, it looks like you used a ballpoint pen on your layout." How did you get that ballpoint pen effect? Well, I used a ballpoint pen. So this is... And up here it says, "Of course you beat me." And I don't let her win. I mean, I don't. Okay, there you go. Done. Ta-da! I think I like it. I think if I were gonna change anything, I think this looks a little awkward. But I'm gonna leave it. I think to make it look less awkward, I might add, let me just see if I can just add, see that there's more than one kind of border over there. Let's just see if we can do a little bit more down here to that. Not a ton more, just a little. Oops. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better, huh? A teensy tiny bit. Anything else? No, I think it's good.